Hi there, and welcome to the Cult of Cinema. I am Aaron, and tonight we are doing the Ultimate Hammer Horror tier list. But first off, I got to say, I saw the Scream trailer that came out today, and I was super stoked by it. I was super excited. So, what we're going to do today, there are 34 Hammer films that we're going to tier and put into their place. I have to change this light, but I think because it's starting to affect me. Not good. Epilepsy, not a good thing. Hey there, Robert. Welcome in. Are you ready to tier? So I'll show you guys what the list is first, and we'll kind of dive right into that. We're going to dive right into it tonight. So, as always, hey there, Dave. There are, we set this up with the franchise stuff. So we're same as with the Universal. We're not going inside the franchise area, so we're not going to be putting any of the extra stuff on there. They're going to be films that fit within, the Dracula, Mummy, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, vampire, like that type of category. And we go from, hey, there's Zombie, welcome in. From top to great to good to okay, right down to meh. Can there be a Hammer film that is meh? But we'll find that out tonight, actually. And the only thing that's stuck outside of the kind of gothic one, but it's still there, is the Quatermass ones, which I did want to include because they are horror, but they're more of like a sci-fi horror. So with that being said, and without further ado, because I almost canceled this video because I'm not feeling very good. That's the truth of the matter. Let's start out the tier list tonight. No Gorgon. No, unfortunately, Robert, Gorgon doesn't hit the list because it's a one and done with no follow-up. If the Gorgon would have been on the list, it would have been top tier for me, to be honest with you. Same with the Plague of Zombies. Awesomeness, Matt. So let's start out with one of the later sequels because it starts with the letter B. And where do you tier Blood from the Mummy's Tomb? Hey there, Jason, man. Hey, Ellen. Hey there, Brandon. Welcome back, man. So we're starting out with Blood from the Mummy's Tomb, which is, that's not the girl, I think. I like them. Blood from the Mummy's Tomb. Got my cousin Roger here. So if there's a, yes, we got the beautiful Valerie Leon. Hey there, George. Welcome, man. Hey, Eric. Welcome. Hey there, you. Hey there, you. Jason. So we got two goods for Blood, one okay. One great from John. Hey there, John. Going to see, I know. Well, don't worry. The way that it works, Robert, right here, is that it's got top, great, good, okay, and meh. You got enough goods there to put it into the good category. So there we go. The first one in to reach it is Blood from the Mummy's Tomb. And we're going to go with a very different, like, vampire film for Hammer. They tried something new. They tried something different. And they wanted to franchise this, but it didn't work out. I think it was ahead of its time, actually, to be honest with you. But we are talking about Captain Cronus, Vampire Hunter, with the beautiful Carolyn Monroe, with a very different style of vampire and a very different style of vampire hunter as well. This isn't like the Peter Cushing style vampire. This is he's young, he's swashbuckling, he's got a sword, and he's going to kill the vampires with his magic sword. It sounds like a comic book, and it plays like a comic book film. Zombies put Cronus at the top. We get a good from Brandon. We get a great from Matt. Got a top from John, so that's two tops for Cronus. Three greats. 3 greats and 2 tops for Captain Cronus Vampire Hunter. 4 greats is going to go into the great category. But honestly, for me, this is a top. And let's follow it up with the beautiful Ingrid Pitt, though she does not always look beautiful in this film, because we are talking about Countess Dracula. Got a top from Jason for Countess Dracula. We got a great. We got the beauty that is Ingrid Pitt in Countess Dracula. She'll come back again in another film where we'll get to see a bit more of her. We got another top for Countess Dracula. We got a good from John. Oh, John, how can you put Ingrid Pitt in the good? Jake. It's the sexiness of Ingrid Pitt. Guys, you guys betraying me. Okay, we got 2 tops and 3 goods. I guess. I really hate to do this. But my assume it's a top for you. Good old Valerie Leon. Oh God, I hate to do this, but it looks like Countess Dracula is going to hit the good. Hey there, Reg. Welcome, man. So let's start. Let's go to one of the very first ones that was done. That is Dracula, a.k.a. Horror of Dracula, the first Christopher Lee Dracula film done in that Hammer did. That's one that started the whole franchise. Easy top. That makes sense. What's a top from Eric? Got another top from Reg. With the top from Matt. A top from Robert. It looks like Horror of Dracula is the first one to hit the top of the list. And deservedly so. It's a fantastic film. We go from that one to a very different Dracula film. Because it is Dracula AD 72. Hey there, let's get physical. Dracula AD 72. Have I seen Ben 10? Well, no, when my kids were younger, yeah. I'm also surprised Cronus never made it to the top, actually. But I'm glad to see it at least made it to the good list. 8072 has George with that one was great. We get a good from Reg, good from Matt, a great from Let's Get. We're on Dracula 8072, Matty. Get another great. 2 more goods. Get another great. Another good. It looks like Dracula 8072 hits the goods. All right. How about, and let's get started with it. Hey there, SJ. Welcome, man. Thanks a lot. Dracula has risen from the grave. A very different Dracula film that initially was not supposed to have Dracula in it. but they changed their mind at the last minute. We got a good and a great right out of the gate. That kind of rhymes. Another good. And another good. Wait a minute. If this was Scars of Dracula, I'd be very angry with you guys right now for only giving the goods. 2 greats, 3 goods, 1 okay, 3 greats and 3 goods. 4 goods. Are we putting this in the good category? It's such a good film, guys. I love the way where Dracula's not even the bad guy, the real bad guy in this film. The guys, the fathers, the rich guys are the bad guys. It's going to regretfully go into the good category. And let's follow that up with Dracula, Prince of Darkness. Now, this was a follow-up to Hammer's horror Dracula, which was very successful. Chris really wasn't big on doing the film, coming back to do Dracula again, and actually didn't do any lines in the film. So Andrew Keir takes over the role from, well, not the role, but takes over pretty much the vampire hunting from Christopher Lee, from Peter Cushing. I agree with you, Reg. Dracula, Prince of Darkness is the first of the films that I ever saw. We got 2 tops, an okay. We got a good. Come on, this is one of the best deaths in any Dracula film. Got a great. Oh, nice. Yeah, Lee's got that iconic look in that one. We got 2 greats and 2 tops. Got 3 greats. Are we going to put this in the great category? Got 3 tops. That's good. 3 tops, 3 greats. 1 more top, then it gets a second, and it's the second one. There you go. Becomes the second Dracula film to hit the top list, and honestly, it deserves it. If it would have been tied, would have got Roger to vote. I'm sure he would have voted top. So there you go. And let's follow it up with one of my favorite Hammer films, Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde. You only did a couple like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde films, but we're going with Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde. The beautiful Martine Beswick. Hey there, Cinematech. We got 2 greats right away from this one. Eric has an amazing channel, by the way. 3 greats. Got a good. Brandon, you got to rewatch this, Dr. Jekyll. Got a top from John. You do have to see it, Matt. It's a really good one. But there's enough greats here. Although it deserves the top, we're going to put it in the great category because this is not my list. This is yours. Let's follow up with a very different Frankenstein film. Well, we're doing different films and do Frankenstein Created Woman. Hey there, Johnny. Welcome. Let's do Frankenstein Created Woman. Thorley Walters. We got 1, 2 greats, 1 top. I agree with Jake. And 1 good. Got 2 tops for this one, which is good. Got 2 greats, 2 tops, 2 goods. It's a very different, more psychological Frankenstein film. So, Raj, I'm going to give you the last vote on this one. Frankenstein created woman.
Yeah.
2 tops, 2 greats, and 2 goods.
Great.
Great, and it hits the greats. And let's go to Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed. Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed gets a much more vicious Victor Frankenstein with a slasher-style opening to the film with a great mask. I'm definitely going to be watching the Chucky series. Huge fan of it. Huge fan of Chucky. Like, I haven't seen the series yet, obviously. Top for Must Be Destroyed, I agree. 100% good. Oh my God, really? Another top for Must Be Destroyed. Two goods for Must Be Destroyed? Rapey Franks. Well, yeah, he is, but that's kind of his character for this one. He's a much darker Frankenstein. Got 2 tops, 2 goods, 1 great, and a meh. This is actually one of my personal faves. Got 3 tops. All right, and at 3 tops, and because I need this video to be kind of short, guys, because I'll be honest with you, I'm not feeling the greatest. I'm going to put it in the top category. Aaron is feeling shitty. I'll tell you that right now. All right. We got David Prowse in this one. We have Ralph Bates. I think it's Ralph Bates. Who's Ralph Bates taking over the role? In Horror Frankenstein.
Yes, Ralph Bates.
Yeah. They wanted to do a young, good Victor Frankenstein. They did it with a bit of tongue-in-cheek. And we have Ralph Bates, the beautiful Kate O'Mara, and who's the other girl? Veronica Carlson?
Yes.
And Veronica Carlson. We got 2 okays. We got a top from AME because Eric has some cool taste, man. We got 2 goods, 2 okays, 1 top. I don't know if I'll get to see it in theater, but I will hopefully get to see it. 3 okays. I'm definitely not putting a Horror Frankenstein in the okay category. Somebody vote. Okay, yeah. I have a limit with my tier list. I have a limit. Let's follow it up with one of the probably one of the most artsy and unique of the vampire series with Kiss of the Vampire. So if I miss somebody's vote, I do apologize. I'm not feeling the best tonight. So I want to try and go through these probably as quickly as I can tonight. But I do promise that that I was going to do this list tonight, so I'm going to definitely try and finish it. We got an okay and a great. We got a good. I love the opening Kiss the Vampire when it comes to the coffin. We got 2 greats, 2 goods, 3 goods, 4 goods, and with 4 goods, Kiss hits the good, and we go to Lust. Lust for a Vampire. This is part of the Karnstein trilogy. So if you want your vampire films have attractive girls and lots of boobs, welcome to Lust for a Vampire. And the Christopher Lee DJ, the Christopher Lee wannabe, DJ Mike Raven, who actually was a Satanist, or at least interested in the occult. Got 2 okays. We got a Mad for Lust. Got a great George. Oh, there are some great. We got a top for a top heavy film. We got a 3 okays for lust, and with 3 okays and a mixture over there. We got 1, 2 goods, but I think the okays are winning out on this one. I'm gonna give 5 seconds more for a vote. There, Jordan. Welcome, man. I looked at a picture online today, a Twitter picture, and was like, "What do you see in this picture?" And there was this top heavy lady, and there was Godzilla. I did not see Godzilla, but it looks like okay is where it goes. Oh, wait, good. We put it up to good. So, Phantom of the Opera with Herbert Lom, originally supposed to star Cary Grant, actually. So let's do Phantom of the Opera. We got an okay from Jordan on Phantom of the Opera. Lust is good. Oh, yeah, right on. We got a top from Reg. We got a man from Cinematech, but I do gonna get it. This one kind of has been polarizing for people. We got 2 okays, 3 okays now, actually. 100% top from George. Opera's a top from with John, but it gets knocked down with the 4th okay of the list. Got to do it. I don't want to do it. We got a great. This one's polarizing. It's got a top. It's got great. It's got good. Should we split the difference? Put it in the good category. So let's split the difference for Phantom and put him in the good category. Oh, we got another top. Then we'll split the difference and put it into the. I almost want to put it in the great category, but we'll put it in good category because it was all over the board. Well, let's do Quatermass 2. This is the second Quatermass film. We're not to the first one yet, but let us do the second Quatermass film with Brian Dunleavy as Quatermass. If you're a Doctor Who fan, this is very much like where Doctor Who came from. It's not on the list, Reg, because it does fall outside because it was like a one and done. But I had thought about it a lot, actually. It was almost on the list. It's a favorite of mine, too, by the way. We got 3 goods for Quatermass. Got a great for Quatermass. This is the second Quatermass. 4 goods. And with 4 goods, we hit Quatermass 2 in the good category. So how do you feel about the third one, then? Well, how do you feel about Quatermass and the Pit? With Andrew Keir taking over the role of Quatermass. And, of course, the always stalwart Barbara Shelley in the role. A lot of people did, Jordan. You're not the first. I understand, George. You know how many times I get shocked with these lists? We got a great, we got a top, we got another great. A lot of people have some really fond memories of Quatermass and the Pit. And I understand because that was a really good film. It was shown a lot, actually. Probably the most accessible Quatermass out of the 3 of them, especially here in North America. We got a man for Quatermass and the Pit. Got a great. The top ones that we got so far, Logan, are Dracula, Prince of Darkness, and Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed. Hey there, Tony, man. Welcome. So it looks like Quatermass and the Pit makes it to the great category. And I can't say that I disagree. I probably would have put it in the top, to be honest with you. It almost made it to the top, guys, just so you know. Let's follow up with the second in the Frankenstein series, and that is The Revenge of Frankenstein. The Revenge of Frankenstein. At least you got good. You got good taste, man. Got a great right out of the gate from Reg. great from Eric, an okay from Jake, and a good from Logan, great from Cinematech. So far, it's Tony the Tigering this one. With that many greats, we're going to put The Revenge of Frankenstein right up in the great category. I'm going to follow it up with the movie that got me kicked out of a Hammer Facebook page. I'm not even joking. It did. Actually, it really did. And that is Scars of Dracula. George goes top for Scars of Dracula. Eric goes top for Scars of Dracula. You guys have just gained cool points on my list, by the way. Just letting you know that. I love Scars, Reg. Just letting you know right now. I literally got kicked off of a Hammer fan group for defending it. I got 3 tops for Scars. Got a good. We got a great. It's got Dennis Waterman. Remember that. It's got Minder himself, Dennis Waterman. Got 3 goods. Got 2 okays. We got 1, 2, 3 tops. Got 4 greats. Got another good. They were picking on a guy because he liked the movie Scars of Dracula, and that started to bully him actually, to the point where it was just a whole bunch of people just like piling up on this one person, one right after another. And I don't suffer bullies very well, to be honest with you. So I got, I said I wouldn't take it. I just, and it was like some of the people that actually ran the board were kind of bullying him. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going all in. And I did. I just went and I said, this is, kind of disgusting behavior. And I watched all the Dracula films, and I'm older than you, so screw you guys. Scars is awesome. And I got kicked off the board. So there you go. But Scars, we got from top to great to good. We're going to split the difference and put in great. Almost, it is insane. I mean, like, everybody's got their own opinion, Jake. That's the thing. Like, how sad is that? Like a movie, that's the reason to bully someone. You know how many movies like I like or that I don't like that other people like? So let's taste the blood of Dracula. Now, this is actually the one I was thinking about when I said Dracula's risen from the grave. Taste the blood is what I was thinking about, actually. More mess selections. Well, it's Hammer. It's hard to get mess selections with Hammer Logan. I want to get you on a live video sometime soon, by the way. Edgelord behavior does suck, Matt. Hey there, Ryan. Welcome, man. Taste the Blood Dracula is the one that was supposed to not have like Dracula in it, but they put him in at the last minute with a evil cast of characters that were just going around like doing literally rampant like debauchery. We got 2 goods, 1 great, 1 top. You're the top. We got 2 greats, 3 greats. Because this movie is so tasty. Wow, that's a total dad joke. 4 greats. Taste the blood gets to taste the great. That's a horrible joke. All right, let's go to one that I think is going to be pretty easy pick for everybody. And that is, it doesn't have Christopher Lee, but it has Peter Cushing and probably one of his strongest outings. Hey there, Sierra. Welcome, man. And that is Brides of Dracula. Brides, we got 1 top for Brides, 2 tops for Brides. We got another top. Brides for Dracula looks like it's hitting the top with the rest of them there, with Dracula, with the Horror Dracula, with Dracula, Prince of Darkness, with Frankenstein must be destroyed. Eric, you got to rewatch Brides. I mean it. You totally do. I will win you over with Brides. And let's do the very first one. The Hammer film that started all of this stuff. Curse of Frankenstein. let's get to the Curse of Frankenstein. Got a top, 2 tops, 3 tops for curse. We got a great for a curse. The first time you see, like, because you get to see it like this in color, and you have to remember, like, all these like vampires, Frankenstein, whatever, were never in color before. They were in black and white. So you can only imagine what it must have been like for something like my dad was a huge fan of like these films, to see them like this. And we're doing another curse, but a very different curse, because this is the curse of the mummy. Where do you put the curse of the mummy? For some odd reason, when they drew the poster for this one, they made the mummy look like almost like he was King Kong. He was so they drew him like he was so big. We got an okay for Curse the Mummy, 2 okays. Got a good on Curse from Ryan. We got a good on Curse from Mark as well. Hey there, Mark. Got a meh from Logan. I get it, actually. That's a buff mummy. We got another good. Wow, I'm surprised on the goods we're getting for this one. We got 2 mehs. George is okay. I understand that. Got another okay. We got another okay. So there you go. The first one hit the okays, and I'll be honest with you, I totally agree with you guys. Is the Curse of the Mummy. So let's follow it up with the Evil of Frankenstein. This is the worst looking Frankenstein monster outside of Dracula versus Frankenstein, and it's Universal approved. So, but it was Universal and Hammer getting together to make Frankenstein and curse the Evil of Frankenstein. Good for that one. Excellent. Meh. We got an okay. It's all across the board so far. We got 2 goods. We got 2 okays. Got 2 mehs. Looks like a potato. Little winged potatoes. We got 3 goods. 4 goods. 5 goods. 5 goods. Evil of Frankenstein hits the okay category. It's the good category, sorry. And we follow this up with, what could make Dracula better? Well, what if he's doing Kung Fu? Yes. I mean, I'm not joking, because we got the 7 brothers meet Dracula. Okay, we'll call it the 7 Golden Vampires. We'll go with that. So the 7 Golden Vampires, it is the Shaw Brothers Kung Fu vampire film. Got a top on Legend. We got an okay on Legend. I really love Legend, actually. Got a great from AME. I expected Eric to put that on the top, actually. We got 2 greats. We got 3 greats. Got 2 okays. The greats are winning out so far. You do need to see it, zombies. And with that many greats coming in. All right. And what do we have next? What do we have next? We have the Mummy Shroud. What do you do with the Mummy Shroud? Or where do you rank it? I guess is a better way to put it. Kung Fu Zombie. Got a meh from Reg for Mummy Shroud. Got a good from AME. We got a second meh from Cinematech. Got an okay. We got a third meh. We got 2 goods. Got 2 okays. So far, the mehs are winning out for Mummy Shroud. Can somebody come back and put it into another category? Is Mummy Shroud going to be in the mehs? Oh, we got 3 goods for Mummy Shroud. 1 more vote can solidify where it goes. Okay, we got a top. See, I think the first Mummy movie was, well, we'll get to that. Well, I don't want to give my opinion on it yet, but I guess it hits the okay category. That's the second Mummy film to hit the okay category. Speaking of movies that are probably going to be lower on the list, The 2 Faces of Dr. Jekyll. Let's go with the two faces of Dr. Jekyll. I think mummy films are hard to get right anyway, but I do think that the Hammer mummy films, I'm going to be controversial here, are better than the Universal mummy films, as in like entertaining to watch. Gorgon's not on here, Matt, because that's the one and done, remember? We got 3 okays, 3 Maz. Reg puts it into Maz. It's 4 Maz. 1 good, 3 okays. And with that, Two Faces of Dr. Jekyll is the one and only one to get the meh, because we come to Oliver Reed in The Curse of the Werewolf. The only werewolf film that Hammer ever did, actually. This was a one and done, but because it was a monster and a kind of a franchise monster, I did include this one into the list because I do think it still fits. Young Frankenstein, good movie. So, Curse of the Werewolf is the only one where I made an exception. Frankenstein Monster from Hell, it should have been here, but I don't think it is. I think for some reason got knocked off the list. But it would have been great for me, by the way. We got a good, we got a top, we got a great, a top, another top, another top. Honestly, with that many tops coming out right at the gate, Curse of the Werewolf easily gets the top, and I understand that. Craig, you had to up your Hammer game, man. Just saying. So let's go with the original Mummy film, with Christopher Lee as the Mummy, Peter Cushing in the role of pretty much the lame. I don't mean lame as that, but pretty much lame. We got a great from Luke. Got a top from Mummy. Top from Mummy. A top from Reg. Oh, I'm not doing one day, guys. We got another great. Got another top. 2 more greats, another top, another top. I'll be disappointed this doesn't get a top anyway. Actually, to be honest with you. Another top. All right. So let's put this one in the top of the list. Let's go straight on to the Quatermass experiment, or in other words, Quatermass. So let's do the first Quatermass film. Where do you rank it? For a lot of people, Quatermass, the original one, was the benchmark for Nigel Neal and the sci-fi horror at the time. Ooey gooey effects. Nigel Neal would go on to write a script for Halloween 3, actually, but he would take his name off it. Got 3 greats from Quatermass, 1 good, 4 greats, 5 greats, 6 greats. Well, there we go. Next up is a Dracula film that comes on TV. I do apologize for not having like the Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell. I'm not sure it made it off the list, but I did miss it. So that's me. The Satanic Rites of Dracula. The last Dracula film made with Christopher Lee. I can tell why. Oh, really? It wasn't in black. We got an okay from Reg. We got a meh from Cinematech. Got a meh from CR. A meh from Eric. An okay from Zombies. A very generous okay. In my opinion. And with 3 Maz. The Maz went out. I'm kind of glad because this is another fuck you to that Hammer group that that banned me. And let's go with a very, very sexy Dracula vampire film. We got Peter Cushing and the Twins of Evil. And I'm just going to say this, the Twins of Evil, they can mean more than one thing in this, but we'll say that they're twins. We got a top for Twins of Evil, much deserved. Another top for Twins of Evil. Probably one of the best performances that Cushing did for a Hammer film, to be bluntly honest with you guys. Outside of his Victor Frankenstein character, Twins of Evil is one of his best characters. There's enough tops there, and there's enough tops coming off in Twins of Evil to rank it in the top of the list. And we follow up with Vampire Circus. If you're a fan of Doctor Who, well, you get to see Layla Ward in this film. And Layla Ward is in this one. David Prowse is in this one. It's the last of the Karnstein trilogy. We got a great from John. I used to watch the Vampire Circus every time I could find it, actually. It is very much like Price and Witch Finder. Correct. We got a good, we got a great, we got a top. Got another top. Got another great, we got another top. You're degenerate. I'm a degenerate too, then, Jake, because I put down the top. Got another great, so we're tied between greats and tops. And I'm going to go to my cousin to get the final one on this one. Vampire Circus. This is one we've seen.
So,
great or top?
great or top? Great.
Great. He put in the great category. I may have to disown him. All right. And we're finishing off with a strong one. It is coming out, actually, I think soon again. And it's Ingrid Pitt. Yes, it's Ingrid Pitt again, guys. But I guess in a way, when you think about Reg, that was one way for him to work through what was going on at the time. Thank you, Ryan. I 100% appreciate the Snapchats. Snapchats. No, I probably wouldn't appreciate that. Don't use Snapchat. But I do appreciate the super chats. This month was very hard. We did not make our goal, so we did not make money this month. And Vampire Lovers. Ingrid Pitt. Got a top from Jason, a great from Ryan, a great from Zombies. Got a top from Robert. Got a top from Jake. It's your favorite Hammer. They're re-putting it out. They're putting it out again. They originally put out. Alan, I have wait on Carnival Souls because I'm going to tell you right now. Coming soon. There's going to be something on that movie coming soon. We got another great. Reg, you have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for coming in, man. We got another great. Slowly but surely, we're getting that car repaired, guys. Thank you so much. I do apologize, ahead of time, that I've been rushing through this list faster than I intended to. I intended to take a little bit more time to list. I was going to do Universal versus Hammer tonight as part of this list. But let's look at what made it to the top. We got Horror of Dracula, Dracula Prince of Darkness, Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed, Brides of Dracula, Curse of Frankenstein, Curse of the Werewolf, The Mummy, and Twins of Evil, making it to the top. Monster from Hell, like Jake, I would have said would have definitely been in the great list for me. It was definitely it was the last one, but it was pretty brutal, and I like the way that they ended up. It was a good finishing ending for Peter Cushing's Dracula, for Peter Cushing's Frankenstein character, and I was extremely satisfied. Cushing's Victor Frankenstein is probably one of the greatest monsters, and I do think of him as a monster throughout the the Hammer series. Hey there, Video Man. Welcome, man. Now, on Friday on Patreon, I will be doing the Scream Factory list, where we're going to be going over Scream Factory sale items. I do apologize. I'm not feeling the greatest. But I am hoping, if I'm feeling better later on this week, whether it's on a Wednesday or Thursday, I'm going to try Rituals is really good. It's a strong one, Maddie. Let me know what you think of it. It's your show, guys. Alan, I'm just your guys. Oh, your show, guys. I'm just a guest host. But I appreciate that. All right, guys. I know this was a shorter video than I normally do, and I do apologize for that. But I honestly didn't think I was going to make it through the video. I'm really feeling kind of spacey. So not a good thing when you have epilepsy. I am going to rest up. You guys have a fantastic day. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Remember, it costs nothing to be kind to others, be kind to yourself. You deserve it. You guys are awesome. Technically, it is a Karnstein film. You're right, actually. And as always, this is the Call to Cinema. And as you can tell from this list of Hammer things, there is always another movie. Have a great evening, guys. And I will see you, hopefully, very, very soon. Because I do plan to hopefully do a second part to my Scream Factory collection video later on this week.